Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about this big guy right here, which is the Levoit Smart True HEPA Air Purifier, the Levoit Core 400S. And this is a big one, right? This is a big guy. So I honestly have two air purifiers. And you can check out on the channel that review, but this I believe is going to be the best for the price. And I'll leave the cheapest link that you could find from Levoit. And this is going to have 5 fan speeds, sleep mode, display off, auto mode. You're also getting timer functions as well as filter indicator. This thing has a display lock, and it also has a laser inside of it, which is going to detect dust very quickly and accurately, giving you real-time air quality updates. And not only that, you could pair it with the application from that I do have paired to my device. We're going to take a look at it in some more detail and kind of just test it out, right? So this has the H13 True HEPA filter, which is at least 99.97% of airborne particles will be removed, smoke, hair, dust, and also anything from pets and things like that, pollen, air particles, and also 0.3 percentage of microns. Okay, there we go. And then that's their social media. It says a sanctuary of fresh air. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna show you guys that right now. It does say a sanctuary of fresh air. And then this part you have to open. Your smart HEPA air purifier, the Core series, the Core 400S manual. We also do have indicators which show you where all the buttons are, and then you do have a warranty card right here for, they do give you that warranty card. Register within 14 days, and then you can get more than a year. And let's just take a look at this thing, right? This is gonna be pretty large. Just put this right off to the side right here, and the cable is installed in the back of it, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it in a little bit more detail now, right? All right, guys, so you can see this thing is just a tall boy right here. So we're gonna go ahead and take off the top plastic right here. And on the bottom up here is where you would actually install the filters, right? So let me just kind of undo this kind of nicely because I don't want to rip it. There we go. So that comes out really nicely. And you can just throw that off to the side. And so this is where you're going to get your part where you can remove the filter. So I'm going to just open this real quick. And you can see you do have that huge filter right here. This is huge. It's really big. And the most important thing that you have to do is take the bag off, right? You have to take off the bag right here. And this one we do have to rip because there's no way to open it without ripping it. So once you take that off, you're basically going to place that inside right here. And you could see that this is just going to be really good for absorbing all types of things. And by the time we get done with this, after like 6 to 8 months, it's going to be filthy, right? But this is how it looks brand new. And you get that carbon filter inside, like I was saying before. And this is the other one on the outside. So it just has some really nice design to it. So you just place that right back inside of there. And you can just twist the lid back on. We're gonna take this off. And then there's another sticker right here. Wait, let me do that again. All right, check this out. Hey, Cyrano here. So after fully setting up the Levoit air purifier it was basically a really easy setup. It was very easy to use. You can control the fan speeds. It also did have a nighttime mode, as well as a timer, as well as an off switch. And you can get 12 hours with the timer, and you could also lock the screen so that, you know, children don't have to play around with it when they see the buttons on the LED display. They'll just be pressing it and nothing will happen. So I definitely think that's pretty cool that it's like kid friendly as well, because, you know, they won't be able to change any of the settings when they see it. And you can see all of the settings on the app when you're using it. You can control the timer. You could also control if this fan speeds, as well as off and on, as well as numerous other settings on the app, which is pretty cool. And you definitely could just play around with it. And like I said before, you can control this with Alexa or a Google Assistant, and you would have to download the Alexa app or the Google Home app. And like I said, this is going to be very energy efficient for operating at its highest fan speed. It'll only give you output of 38 watts, which is actually pretty crazy. It's really super quiet when it comes to the sound, and it's got these rubber pads that absorb sound made by the fans. So you'll basically be, you know, it lowers the noise levels as low as 24 dBs, and you can relax when you're sleeping and, you know, at nighttime and everything of that nature. And like I said before, if you're away out from, you know, maybe on a vacation or something like that, you can use the app when you're miles away, and you can, you know, basically turn this thing on and keep your house nice and clean with the air as well when pets are around and everything like that. Or, you know, just when you're cooking, this thing will be pretty cool for like clearing out, you know, any food like smoke or, you know, something like that comes into the air. And this is good for clearing out wildfire smoke as well as other different pollutants. And this thing will also be having a really nice feature on it, which will tell you, you know, you can control it with your voice, but you can also, this thing is equipped with an infrared sensor, which is basically going to eliminate and display how much amount of particles are in your air, and it will detect that and display it on the LED display, which I thought was pretty cool. So this thing has a variety of different modes and is definitely pretty cool to keep in your house if you're looking for the type of, you know, object that will help you with your breathing. Say you're the type of person who suffers from asthma or even allergies or something like that. This thing will be pretty cool because it will cover an entire 403 square feet area, and it will give you a really powerful, you know, fan speed. When you change the fan speeds, you will notice that it eases into the speeds. It doesn't drastically switch, so it kind of eases into the speeds. So you could tell that this thing does have a lot of quality to it. And like I said, I really you know, am enjoying using this as the one that is in the living room, because it's huge and it's going to be able to cover a large room, like I said. And, you know, as far as when it comes to, you know, people with seasonal allergies or something like that, this will be sufficient to help you out on those days where you feel like you're at your worst. And this thing will come into effect really easy, and it's easy to pair all your home compliant appliances with the VeSync app as well. It's just really simple, and I didn't even need to read the instruction manual. It's just really easy to set up, and I just really do find this thing it's like a no-brainer to have if you're looking to keep your air quality nice and pure. But hopefully you guys did find this video helpful, and I definitely will check you guys later in the comment section as well. And make sure you hit the like button on your way out. And later, crew. Peace.